Hey guys, I'm NiceSpark and welcome to 128 more tricks, facts and glitches in Minecraft. So those are basically 128 things that you might not know, and let me know in the comments how many of those things you knew, and I hope you guys enjoy. I think you already know that if you try to blow up TNT underwater, well, nothing is going to happen pretty much, as you can see right here. The trick here is just to place a block of 2 of sand or gravel on top of the TNT, and now light it up again, and let's see what's going to happen. An explosion underwater, and normally this isn't possible, as you can see here. We've got water here, and we've got carpets. Well, a trick that you should know is that if you place a block here and right click the block with a carpet, it's going to place it on the water. And now you can place carpets on water. But that's not it. I have a pool of lava here, and if you try to do something similar, yep, that's actually carpets on lava. Makes sense, right? I'm currently in the world generation menu, and there's a trick here. So as you can see, world type, default, super flat, large biomes, amplified, customized, and it starts over again. Well, the trick here is to hold shift, and now we get a secret world type. So as you can see in this mode here, there are pretty much all of the blocks in the game and all of the block states. And yeah, you can just fly around. If you want, you can go into creative mode. By default you're in spectator mode, but... oh wait, that's not creative mode. This is. Yeah. And you can't really break anything or place anything. And yeah, it's not very safe. You might crash, so yeah, keep that in mind. Minecraft has sold over 54 million copies over all platforms. The Elder Guardian has 80 health or 40 hearts, and well, 40 hearts, that's a lot. Like, the player only has 20, so it has double of that. And yeah, I'm currently in the snapshot 14W29B. Yes, 14W29B. And snapshots are basically, well, experimental versions of the game that the developers release so people can test for bugs and stuff. And they also include new features. So if you're wondering, like, how did I get the slime blocks? How did I get the new features? Well, I didn't pay for them, guys. Stop asking, because you can actually access the snapshots yourself if you look around your launcher. We already know that chicken can breed with seeds, pumpkin seeds, melon seeds, but did you know that you can also use netherwort? Let's see. Okay, here's one. Do you want some netherwort? No? Oh, there's another one. If you want to reload the chunks, you can press F3 and A, and this way you can also see some caves. So this is sort of an X-ray machine, and yeah, F3 plus A. If you press F3 and B, you're going to see the hitboxes of entities. Yes, I think we know that already. But now you can also see where the entity is looking. So here we can see that the chicken is looking there, and this chicken is looking there, that sheep is looking there, and we, well, there is one for us as well, as you can see. And it kind of looks like a nose. Never mind. Some of you guys have been asking about how I get the item names in Minecraft. And you just need to press F3 and H. And now you can see Minecraft Stone Sword, Minecraft Feather, Minecraft Cooked Chicken, and yeah, you basically get the extra information. That's F3 and H. If you want to clear your chat, just press F3 and D. And now, if you go to the chat, it's empty. If you hold F3 and C for longer than 6 seconds, you're going to crash. Usually when you click away into another window that's not Minecraft, it is going to, well, go to the main menu, and if you want to prevent that, you just need to press F3 and P. And now if you just go to another program, right now I'm actually in another program, you can't see it, but yeah, this way it doesn't go to the main menu, and this can be useful for AFK farming, and those farms you can find on my channel. So yeah, if you want to reload all of the textures in the game, then just press F3 and T. It's going to lag, but it's going to reload the textures. And also there's F3 and S, which also reloads stuff. There are 3 types of flying: the normal flying, sprint flying, and also spectator mode flying. And while you're flying in spectator mode, you can scroll your mouse button to fly faster, and also you can slow it down by scrolling in the other direction. So right now we can't even move, and now we're moving slowly, even slower, and we're moving fast again. If for whatever reason you need more information about what's going on, just hold Shift and press F3, and you're going to get a chart right here. If you have shaders enabled, you can press F4 to get rid of them. You can activate wooden buttons with arrows. While in creative mode, if you want to copy a chest with items or a command with a command block, then you can just hold Ctrl and press middle mouse button, and then if you place those blocks again, the data is going to stay. And you're also going to get a little purple tag which is going to say plus NBT. Right clicking a mob with a spawn egg is going to create a baby of the mob. Denmark has recreated itself in Minecraft, and it's also available for download. Check the description. If you want to go up or down in a sign while editing the text, just use your arrow keys. So up is going to go up, and down is going to go down. Sometimes you want to place stuff. Excuse me? Seriously? What? Okay, let's try this again. Sometimes you want to place stuff on top of some blocks that aren't really friendly, I guess. So when you try to place the block, it actually activates the block. So if you want to fix this, just hold Shift, you're going to sneak, and now you can place stuff like this without activating anything. Wow, this guy, seriously, did you see that? Oh my god. Right now I'm pretty high up in the air, as you can see 253, and that's my feet. And if I try to place a block here, nothing is going to happen. However, I can still place water or lava. And as you can see, now I managed to place obsidian there. And here it's not going to do anything. The skin of Deadmau has large ears. In creative mode, you can clear your whole inventory just by holding Shift and pressing Destroy Item. Biome, light, and difficulty actually don't show up when you're above Y256. This is a cactus, and if you actually go here, Can you see it? It's pretty much the texture for wood, but it's a cactus. I'm not sure if this is a bug in the snapshot or if it's a real thing, but right now there are two suns apparently. I'm not sure what's happening, but I'm not going to count it as a real fact. I mean, like, what the... How did this happen? Minecraft is the best selling PC game ever. Stone has the texture of bedrock, but it's a lot more brighter. I mean, like, just place those two together and look at them, and you'll see that they are the same. Just one is brighter than the other one. In spectator mode, you can spectate as other entities by pressing the entity. The pig, for example, right here you can see its face, and yeah, it's moving. Yeah, well, that's cool, I think you already knew that. But did you know that you can also spectate as a painting? I mean, like, I'm a painting, seriously. And also as an item frame. What? Well, I guess you might want to do that. I'm not sure why, but okay. A lava bucket will power a furnace for 16 minutes and 40 seconds. And smelting a stack of items is going to take 10 minutes and 30 seconds. Killing a redstone torch and a redstone repeater with a command is going to code them by their real-life equivalents. So the torch is the NOT gate and the redstone repeater is the diode. This Ender Dragon really doesn't like water, as you can see. He's just killing it. If you go to settings and to the languages, there's actually a language called Pirate Speak. If you place it correctly, lava can run next to water without turning into obsidian or into cobblestone or stone. Can you guess what this is? Well, it's just 34 ender crystals which are spawned in one block. Yeah. If you type in this command right here, you're going to get a lot of hearts on your screen. Now you can also type another command and you'll get yellow hearts on your screen. Now what's going to happen when you run a wither effect and a regeneration effect, both of level 50? If for whatever reason you have to pillar up and then break the pillar, you can just do this. So dig out a hole, which is 3 by 3. And now in the middle, place carpets and jump. Okay, here's our target. We got rid of it and now we can just place water and take it. And now we're going to go down and yeah, we don't need to break any blocks. And as you can see, we started with 2 stacks of carpets and we got 2 stacks of carpets. And since we're done, we can just cover this up. Okay, where's... Oh yeah, I used 1 piece of sand. There. If you look closely, you can see number 2 on the piece of sand. Do you see it? It's right here, as you can see. That's a 2. If you try to break blocks with any type of sword in creative mode, well, nothing is going to happen. And this can be useful when you're working with command blocks or redstone and you don't want to accidentally break stuff. Items have health, just like you do, but they don't really have a lot of health, so they, yeah, pretty much die almost instantly. Oh, we actually managed to catch one back, as you can see. So if you're quick enough, you're going to be able to catch it back. And yeah, players survive a little bit longer in lava than items. You can sleep underwater and also under lava. Oh, it wasn't effective. Okay. A cake pushed by a piston isn't going to give you anything, it's just going to disappear. Every ore in the game has its own block. A quartz block in real life would cost 2.385 million. A diamond block in real life would cost 2.55 trillion. An emerald block in real life would cost 263.6 million. A lapis block would cost 1.45 million. Redstone is fictional. A gold block would cost 890,000. An iron block would only cost $1,150. And yeah, so you're pretty much rich in real life if you were able to sell this. In creative mode, if you place down a spawner, by default is going to be a pig, but did you know that if you use a mob egg on the spawner, you can change the type? So a villager, a wolf, right now what I'm doing is I'm right clicking, squid, rabbit, sheep. And yeah, so that's actually very good to know if you're making this. You can hide redstone under carpets. In the multiplayer server list, you can move servers up and down by pressing those arrows here, but did you know that you can also use Shift plus the arrow keys on your keyboard to move servers up and down? And it's very simple. The different yellow phrases that you see on your main menu are called splash texts. Right now you can see all of them on the screen, and there are currently 355 different splash texts, and they are increasing almost every update. Giant zombies don't attack villagers, however the small ones are going to jump on the villagers after they see them. Oh, that guy is getting away. Wait. I need you to be here. Okay, finally he realized. It took him long enough. So as you can see, the giant guy just doesn't care. Like, he's just standing there right now for some reason. Using this command right here, it is possible to summon a cow which is set on fire, but actually isn't. You can trade with villagers even after they die, so let me just place some lava here. He'll catch on fire. Okay, you saw the death particles, and let's just trade something. Okay, emeralds, cool. Okay. More emeralds, and now we are out of the rotten flesh. But the guy is not there. As you can see, the book on the enchantment table is following us. However, if we drink an invisibility potion, mobs aren't going to see us, players aren't going to see us. However, the book still knows that we are there. As you can see right here. Hoppers can catch items before they burn. Right here we've got another portal, and behind it we have gold blocks. And if we look at the gold blocks through the nether portal, we can see that they have a purplish color, and that is because of the nether portal. However, if you go behind a glass block and try punching it, as you can see, the nether portal becomes transparent. and you can see the gold blocks without any purple color added to them. You can jump in the cauldron while on fire to extinguish the fire, and it is going to take away one layer of water. So we had 2 there originally, and now if you try to jump in again, we will end up with no water. And lightning doesn't have a texture. If a creeper runs after you and you open your inventory, you're probably going to die. TNT is going to rotate after you light it up. So as you can see, look at the fuse, it's like this, and now if we light it up, it turned. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, it's the same way, turned. Now it's this way, and it turned again. And this is because of the new feature that allows you to alternate blocks so they can have a different rotation. Sugarcane can stop lava from flowing. Leads can be broken with snowballs, eggs, arrows, and even ender pearls. You're used to seeing this Mojang logo while starting up Minecraft, however, did you know that it has been changing over the years? So here you have 3 different versions. You can stack minecarts on one rail by using this setup right here. And as you can see, we already have 5 minecarts with chests on one rail. And if you're trying to do something dangerous with TNT minecarts, you can just use this setup right here and then break the blocks with the rails, and they're all going to fall down. What you see right here is a very simple redstone setup, and this is all that there is to it. And if you look at this dispenser right here, we're going to find flint and steel, and in this dispenser we're going to find a bucket with water. And now listen carefully. So what you just saw and heard is fire being broken by water. So the particles are right here and the sound is there as well. Slime blocks are transparent, so mobs like the zombie or the skeleton are going to burn while standing under them. You can't see heads behind lightning. With a high light level you can make ice melt, and the thing is, it is actually not going to flow anywhere, it's going to stay there until you update it, so if you place a block next to it, it's going to start flowing. Here we've got creepers, zombies, skeletons, and also a powered creeper or a charged creeper. And all of those mobs here are low on the hearts, and if we blow up the powered creeper, as you can see, everyone died. However, you also got a creeper head. Since Enderman can actually pick up pumpkins, they can build snowmen, but it is very rare, and they do so by placing a pumpkin on top of 2 blocks of snow. You can teleport to insane heights in Minecraft, and yeah, I mean, like, just look at all the zeros. you can see the ladder part of the minecart by looking at a charged creeper that is riding it. And by the way, it is invisible, so for this you need a charged creeper obviously and a minecart. So we're just going to push the minecart into the creeper. The creeper is going to get inside, and now we just throw the splash potion of invisibility and we get the ladder part of the minecart. You can search for reed in the creative mode inventory and you'll find sugarcane. That is because in the old versions of Minecraft, sugarcanes were actually called reeds. And they still are if you look at the ID of the block. If your difficulty is set to hard and you AFK in a chunk without moving for more than 50 hours, diamond armored mobs are going to spawn. And of course you can kill them and get the diamond armor from them. If you place the wither skulls first and after that you place the soul sand, then you're not going to summon the wither boss, and same goes for the snowman. And also it works for iron golems and any other mobs that can be built this way. Golems made by players are never going to attack players, no matter what you do to them. Right now I'm stuck in a box with invisible blocks. Oh, that rhymes. And that is because I have the barrier blocks. So you can give them to yourself with this command. And they are basically invisible blocks, but they become visible if you hold them, and if you don't, they become invisible. And those are useful for map making. Using this command you can summon slimes that are bigger than usual. So let's say the size is 30. Here you go, that's already very big. But we can also go a little bit crazy, and let's say we can go to 156, but that's a little bit too much. I'll go with 80 for now. And there it is. Now this is big, like, yeah, really big. Oh, he's going away from us. Where are you going? You can sleep in a bed even when there are slimes next to you. And it seems that they want to kill me. Oh, I don't want to be there. Notch recorded sounds for the creeper when he was making bacon. I'm actually not sure if this is true or not, but maybe it's true, maybe it's not. Well, I guess we'll never know. If you place a hopper and a cauldron on top, if you throw items into the cauldron, they're going to end up in the hopper, and some of them are going to end up here. So anyways, you could use this with a chest and yeah, basically have a secret way to store your items, or just a trash bin if you want. If you name an item and put it in an item frame, you'll be able to see its name when you hover over the item frame. If you try to swim up a water stream next to a lava stream, so the damage that we got was actually the damage from lava and not the damage from the fire. A Minecraft reference can be found in the famous game Plague Inc. Structures can spawn on air. So what you see here is basically a village in a super flat preset that was spawned on air. And by the way, in a village there needs to be at least 16 villagers and 21 houses for a golem to spawn. If you want to record time lapses, you probably want to go in game mode 3, that is spectator mode. But did you know that if you press F8, then it's going to be very useful, and you're basically going to get smooth camera movements. So as you can see, it's a lot smoother than without it. You're supposed to put seeds here, right? Wrong. You can also put flowers. Mobs that can be built by players actually can be built in any direction. So for the Iron Golem, as you can see, he was actually lying on the ground, but it didn't matter, and you can even build upside down. Because it makes sense, right? And also, using this trick, you can find a spot somewhere in the nether ceiling, and let's see, maybe here. So you want to build the statue, and now if you summon it, as you can see, the head of the Wither boss is actually in the bedrock, and now when it spawns, it's going to die by itself. The end portal is going to destroy any blocks that are inside of it upon activation. Are you still using minecarts for transportation? Well, can you guess what I have right here? Something that is faster than minecarts. And I'm also on multiplayer. So yeah. And by the way, the tutorial for this is going to be in the description, and it's awesome. And there you go, it's self-resetted, and now we can travel back. You can't see the end portal more than 64 blocks away. So here we go, disappeared, appeared, disappeared, and yep, that's basically 64 blocks away. Of course, you're probably not going to see this, but just so you know. And I actually didn't know this, even though I killed the Ender Dragon so many times now. Oh, a sapling. Do you hear that? Those are your footsteps, and other players can hear them as well. Well, guess what? If you walk just on the outline of the block, so basically like this, be very careful. Do you hear anything? No. But of course this is dangerous, so you might as well want to just shift. If you fall down from a very big height into an end portal, you're going to die from fall damage, and it's not going to save you. If you somehow manage to get bedrock in the end and you place it down, keep in mind that it is going to burn forever. And this actually doesn't happen in any other dimension but the end. Using this command right here, you can give yourself an item that appears to be enchanted but actually isn't. And of course you can do it for other items. Let's see, let's pick a flower, the poppy, red flower. Okay, so we just replace this, the dirt, with red flower, and we get an enchanted poppy. You can give colors to your buttons. And to do so, just place an item frame, place any wool or any other block that you want to cover the button with, and now go at the corner of the block and place a lever or a button. So you can place a lever, however it's not very visible. As you can see, there's a little bit of glitchiness, so I suggest using buttons for this, because they work perfectly. When growing spruce trees, sometimes you can get a tree like this and there are leaves in the way, and sometimes you can get lucky. Well, to make a tree like this appear 100% of the times without any leaves in the way, just do this, so place a dirt block, your sapling, fence, and a torch on top. And now, when you grow it, it is always going to be like this. You can walk through a fence next to a cobblestone wall without any problems. You can take an output using a comparator from an item frame with an item. So let's just rotate the item. As you can see, the signal strength increases. Look at how many eyes the spider has, like a lot, and if you kill the spider, it is always going to drop one spider eye if you're lucky. So let's just summon another one and see if you're lucky to get one. Yep, we got one. However, the spider has more than one, and no matter what, no matter if you have a looting enchantment, you're still going to get one all the time. Blaze in a cobweb can't shoot. So as you can see, the guy is looking at us, however he can't do anything. With a strength level of 128, you're going to be very strong and you'll kill anything just in a few hits. Oh my god, can we catch him? Okay, let's get rid of the wither first. That's actually even easier. Just 2 hits and he's down. For the end dragon, it takes quite a few hits. You can't put boss mobs in minecarts, so those include the Ender Dragon, the Wither Boss, and also the Elder Guardian. So don't try to put them in minecarts in survival for any reason. You can combine enchanted books with an anvil. Here we got 2 sharpness 1 books and we get 1 sharpness 2 book. Fishing bobbers, beacon beams, lightnings, and particles are all entities, but they are different types of entities and they are called generic entities. And by the way, more information about this is going to be in the description, so you can read more about it. Particles can be affected by blocks. So as you saw, the particle came out of this block, so if we just place a block on top and now activate it again, as you can see, it gets stuck and can't fly higher up. However, if we remove the block, it is going to fly higher up because there's nothing that is blocking it. If you punch a sheep 7 times, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and if you use shears with both your right mouse button and left mouse button, you can get more wool than usually. For this fact, I went on my multiplayer server, it's called Red Cloud, and I also make videos about it. And yes, what I have here is an AFK fishing farm. And what is an AFK farm? Well, let me show you. Basically, I can fish forever. So here you go, I hold my right mouse button and when I catch something, the door is going to open and close. Sorry, right now it's a little bit buggy because I'm on the snapshot, but the door is actually opening and closing. So I'm going to catch the fish and I'm going to continue fishing. And I actually leave this farm AFK overnight. And yeah, my PC is working, I'm sleeping, and I'm catching fish, so I'm doing nothing pretty much. And now if we go down here, so yeah, this is just some of the drops. I actually have a lot more in those chests. And yeah, if you're interested in this, make sure you check out my multiplayer series. And now let's continue. I'm also going to provide more information about the AFK farming techniques, and yeah, make your own AFK farms and farm stuff while being AFK, away from keyboard. If you drive a boat into soul sand, it isn't going to break. If you take a boat and drive it into any other type of block, it is going to break. Yeah, it was a little bit laggy, but you saw it. Currently our white level is 0. If we step over the block, the redstone block, it turns to 8. Okay, cool. Now if we go in another room and stand on it and light it on fire and break the fire, it is 11. And that is because the redstone ore actually adapts to the light level. So the brighter it is, the brighter the redstone ore is going to be. So compare those two rooms, you obviously see the difference. Even though the fire is not there anymore, the redstone ore in this room is still brighter than in that room. And now it turned off. And they're equal again. Yep, equal. You can't push anvils in their block form. However, if they are in their entity form while they're falling down, you aren't going to have any problems. So as you can see, this anvil is being launched by a piston with a slime block, and well, the reason for that is basically because when an anvil falls down, it is an entity, and when it lands, it becomes a block. You can actually take a look at it. So my entity count when looking down is 5, becomes 6, and yeah, when it falls down it becomes 5 again. Let's try this again. 6, 5. Using this command right here, you can summon a ghast fireball which is so strong that it can blow up bedrock. Unfortunately, I'm unable to show you how it works because my computer isn't strong enough to handle it. And be very careful when you summon the fireball, because after you punch it, if your computer isn't strong enough, it's going to, well, crash your world. However, if it is strong enough, it might destroy everything around you, so be careful. And in case you want to learn more about this, I'm going to link you to a video by JL2579, so you can watch the video and learn more about it. You can put blocks on villager heads. So for example, if you use this command right here, replace the air with glass, it is going to replace everything that is on the villager's head in a radius of 10 for one villager. Of course we can use other blocks, stone, I don't know, quartz block, and so on and so forth. So the command is right here. If you give yourself a jump boost potion with the level of 128, you're going to be unable to jump, so you can hear it. I'm pressing my spacebar, I'm not jumping. However, if you step on a slime block, and now if you jump, actually let me just increase my render distance. If you jump, wait for it, just, I mean, like, just look at it, like you get launched in the air and you fly so high up and you fall down. and up again. And if you land somewhere else, can't jump anymore. And the effect wore off. Okay. So yeah, that's a pretty cool feature, I guess you could call it like that, if you want to use it for map making. So you can't jump anywhere else other than the slime block. Like this. Now isn't that cool? If you use this command to teleport 100,000 blocks up into the air and you look up, you're going to see purple sky. So as you can see below us, we can see blue sky, and above us we can see purple sky. You can hide buttons, levers and other things that you can activate behind banners. So if we just right click, as you can see we managed to activate a redstone device through the banner, and that is because behind it there is a button right here. And to do so it's very simple, just place your button or your lever or any other thing that you can activate and place the banner on top, and now it's hidden. And yeah guys, so this is basically the end of the video. So you might have learned new things, you might have not learned new things, but either way let me know in the comments how many of those things you knew. And let me know if you enjoyed the video. And by the way, I included a few secret things in the video, so if you managed to spot them, don't forget to comment as well. And yeah guys, if you would like to see more of those types of videos, then I'm going to link you to a playlist on my channel and you'll be able to see them there. So thanks for watching and I'll see you all later. Bye.